Thailand supported by Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business.
And welcome back. You're watching Morning Thailand with Bo Golf and also Kun Chain. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับ
And today Kun Chain will be talking about some policies, of course, and also the situation of Thailand and also the reform in the country, right?
Right. The thing is that we have received an email from Mr. Cherry Johnston, our lovely viewer, who have sent us many emails recently.
It's a good question
Yes,
too.
very,
That's
very
one
good
of the
one.
things.
The thing is that from his observation, he also gave the background of the question. He have seen that poor people in the rural voted for the Pheu Thai party. So he believes that the party must have done something right. As well, the Democrat Party has continuously lost the general elections.
Which is true. Good observation,
So,
Jerry.
Mr. Johnston wonders if there are distinctly different policy between the two parties that they try to put forward that relate to the rural people, such as the social programs or education. I would say between the two parties, there are not so much difference. The thing is that, just to give you some background, the previous vote turned out that the Pheu Thai party has also the party that affiliated with Kun Thaksin Shinawatra, the exiled prime minister, have won landslide in the general elections. That clearly reflects that the trend of electoral and political system in our country, that there will be two big parties. As the Constitution of 1997 allow only one MP for one constituency, and there was a threshold for a party's MP that the party needed to pass a certain number of voters in order to get at least one seat for the party list MP.
So they have to at least get a hold of one vote.
Yes, it was like 5% of the citizens to get at least one party list MP. The classic case of this is Mahachon Party, that they had no party list MP because they could not pass the threshold, but they won 2 seats in the constituencies.
Right.
And right now we have the 2007 Constitution that allows more than one MP per constituency. But the competition between the ruling party, the Pheu Thai, and another big party, the opposition party, the Democrat, is not even close. And I would say if we really want to reform the politics in our country, we need to help boost the Democrat into the state that they can actually compete.
Well, that's one of the things, though, in democratic system. I think if you want to win, you got to win the heart of the people. And I think that's one of the things that Terry was talking about too, that what went wrong? Like, why can they not win that?
I think one of the things is that it has been proved that undemocratic sources of power, such as coup and interference of the judiciary branch in the political arena, cannot really change how people vote.
Right. That's true.
As well, it's almost certain that the two parties have their own regions, meaning the north and the southeast.
Yeah, they have their strongholds.
Yes. However, if the party really want to truly win over the legitimacy to run the country, they must at least try to expand the base to the nationwide base, not just the regions.
Right.
And the main problem is that the two parties do not offer distinct different policies. So the people would just vote for who they like, or for the worst case, who they dislike least.
Right. That's true. And of course, the policy by Pheu Thai party, you gotta say, all the populist policies are actually quite, I would say, attractive for a lot of people. First car buyers, first home buyers.
I disagree because
Really?
Because actually the two parties offer very similar policies.
Right.
So they both use populist policies.
Oh, but it's just people dislike the others over.
Right. One of the cases that we can use as an example is the election of Bangkok governor, the previous one. That many criticize the fact that Sakumpan won the election is because Bangkokians fear that the Pheu Thai party will have control over the capital.
Okay.
So basically, it's not like they like the Bangkok governor.
Correct. So it doesn't because it's not because the Bangkokians like the governor
Yeah.
or his previous performance or even his policies.
Right. They just worried that someone else is going to take the place.
Another interesting case is that at this point, I would say small parties may score if they have distinct policy. And the case that we can use, for example, is Kun Chuwit. That his party has won 4 or 5 party list seats. And it was quite very smart move of him that to put all the effort in the party list competition because he would not stand a chance in constituency competition.
Okay. So politics is all about tactic and games. Nice.
One other thing that is very interesting is that right now we are not in a very friendly political environment.
You
And
don't say.
the reason is that the Pheu Thai voters are now being called not very clever or not well informed and
Yeah, they got labeled a lot.
and tend to vote for policy, the populist policy that respond for their short-term needs. So right now, when we already know that the two parties do not offer different policy, that reflects that people just vote for
Person that
the
they
person they like.
Okay, but that's one other thing too. If you want to win people's heart, you got to be in that area to win. And I think Democrats have a hard time to send their representatives into the northern and northeastern area where the competition has already been pretty much monopolized by the Pheu Thai representatives. But I think you got to start it because otherwise you cannot win, and we cannot have a coup over,
I believe right now I would like to put my faith on the small parties.
Okay. Well, small parties,
Because
I think.
Kun Chuwit is quite making a big difference in the political games right now.
Yeah,
But can we
don't-
say that he's only making the difference for Bangkokians in particular? I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
at
not
this
sure
point.
if it would be appealing enough if he runs the bigger game, against other big competitors that have been in the politics for quite a long time, and they are able to have their strongholds in the rural areas or other provinces. That's not Bangkok. If you ask, I don't know. I kind of have the idea or feeling that Bangkokians, if they are going to choose Kun Chuwit, it's because they are in Bangkok and they see him more often and know what he's doing. But he doesn't seem to be mentioning about any populist policies that
he's
the other
not big
two.
enough yet to do that.
So
That's
I don't
one
know
other
how
thing.
that's going to turn out.
All right, so maybe we'll see more small parties, and anything would go at this point. Just make sure that there's no violence. So today, keep your eyes on the situation. We'll make sure that we'll update you on the situation. Of course, it has to be on Monday, but if there's anything severe, we'll try to post it on our Facebook page at facebook.com/morningthailand. Any questions, you can email us at morningthailandshow@gmail.com, as well as your support for advertisement. That would be great too. And thank you, Wings Learning Circle, customized English course for your business. And as for today, I'm Golf.
Bo,
เช่น
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ